I'm so lost. What were those options, bro?
See? Super easy.
Yeah, sure.
But unfortunately, using it does drain a little bit.
Drain a little bit of what? Do you have MP or something?
Your lifespan.
What the crud, bro? I ain't signed up for that, bro.
My lifespan? Again?
Man, I'm finna die in like 5 minutes, bro. That's
So
crazy.
we passed through how did the culprit pull it off junction, and have taken the played dead turn again. Now that we have a new solution key, I'm sure we can solve this mystery and access what's ahead.
Let's give it a try.
Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly is important too. We are gonna expose the truth together!
Yata! Open the door to the truth.
Zilch was trying to trick us into thinking he'd killed himself.
But I knew better. Show me the pathway to the truth.
A bridge!
See, didn't I say the path would appear? It's all because we found the right deductive clue to break through.
I know it's only doing all this because it's a tutorial, but could you imagine
So
getting it wrong
amazing.
so many
You
times
can pat me on the head
and
if
having
you
to
want,
like,
Master.
could you imagine like having to
maybe
go
later.
back to a specific part, do this, do that, realize it's fake, open a fake door, break the door, having to like, it's just so much, bro. If you don't guess it right on the first time,
We opened the
that would be
played
nuts
dead
to do
route
all that,
thanks to the
bro.
corpse red herring solution key.
And the worst part about it is, that means that you'd have to like purposely get stuff wrong to purposely get another key so that you can go back.
So
That's
Zilch
crazy,
really
bro.
faked his death to mislead us.
If so, he is absolutely the culprit. Now, we just need to prove it.
But even if the Mystery Labyrinth is fair when it comes to solving mysteries, the real world will be different, right? What if Amaterasu Corp decides to protect the culprit, even if we prove who really did it?
Oh, you're worried they'll just cover it up? No need to worry about that.
Huh? Why's that?
Let's save the fun for later.
What, bro?
Oh, the ground! It's falling apart!
Run, bro.
Run, Master!
Why? Wasn't this the right route?
Maybe the logic still has some holes in it.
Ah!
Ah! Jump or something, bro.
Master, you better concentrate!
God dang, how many times is she gonna like basically kill me, bro? What Yuma saw through the window actually Zilch? I don't even know if I pushed the right button, bro.
When I saw Zilch through the window, he was faking his death with a knife through the cushion. That was definitely the real Zilch.
I wanted to say it wasn't, bro. I got scared. Was the burnt corpse in the car one actually Zilch? No.
The corpse I investigated was real, it just wasn't Zilch's corpse. In other
Wait,
words,
wait, wait, wait,
Zilch
wait.
swapped himself out for a real corpse.
The same. No, never mind. I thought I had something, but I didn't. So when do you switch it? This is with the corpse in the infirmary. Before, after you. No way! Oops. Wait. Swap places with the corpse in the before you enter? Then where would he put the corpse that he... Wait,
The
I'm
corpse was
confused.
switched right before I broke the infirmary window to open the lock. The blazing fire had filled the room with smoke, so I couldn't make anything out through the window. Zilch used that smoke as cover to switch himself with a dead body.
Okay, first of all, where was he hiding the dead body first? And where was he hiding after I broke in and he swapped it with the other thing? Under the bed?
I get it. The fire wasn't only there to show he died from burning. It was also a smokescreen to swap out the corpse.
Right. In the smoke, he switched places with a corpse he had hit.
Next up, you need to deduce where the corpse was hidden.
Because the room was filled with smoke, he needed to put the body somewhere he could access immediately.
Where are you thinking?
If he needed to get to the body as quickly as possible, only one place...
In the
What
window.
places better search every nook and cranny.
Use on the screen pressure to select the spot the answers. You pick spots where the icon changes.
Master doesn't make
Picking the wrong
mistakes.
spot means taking
Right?
damage.
Right? Right?
Who's in here?
Here! That's it! The burnt corpse was hidden right there! Hey!
Ew, are they licking me, bro? Get off me. Where y'all taking me, bro?
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
It's bad for my health,
We're
bro.
not done yet. Hurry, let's speed it up.
Yeah, let's speed it up, bro, because this...
Shinigami,
It's
you
mind-boggling,
might
I'm
be fine because
very
you're
confused.
floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it. He had the corpse hidden under the blanket?
But then where did he hide? I don't know.
So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Me too, bro. Me too.
Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it.
Then where did he hide?
That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Bro, the crazy
Which
thing is,
means if you checked
I
under the bed
literally
at the
said,
time, you would have caught
where
that
is the
four-eyed
culprit
idiot.
hiding? Because I know he's in the room with us. When I first opened that door. And it turned out to be true, bro.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which,
the reason why he kept me
wasn't
alive
it
instead
Detective
of just
Four
killing
Eyes
me
who
while I was
told
in
you
the
to go to the
bathroom?
first car?
I thought it was one of the girls. I thought both girls told me to. But they left me alive so they could have someone to pin. It was like, bro, I called it. I literally said, bro, he's the only other person who had an invitation card the same way I did. And he copied it verbatim just with his name. Like I told you, it felt like he was copying me, bro. You know, he did that to make it seem like he was actually invited, but he really wasn't. At least I think.
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well,
That's a good question.
Ah! Again!
You've gotta be kidding.
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
Calm down.
I
It's
will
not crazy
not.
now. Where did the body come from? What other body was there?
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Thanks.
Huh?
What does that
Assist?
entail?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master.
You couldn't have helped me since you were
Looks like
accompanying
you
me
might
earlier.
not need assist after
By
all,
using
Master.
assist, your partner inside the mystery labyrinth will help you out.
This could be the clincher.
When the partner, that's how you assist. When the partner's assist is activated, a mystery phantom statement won't inflict any damage. So you just take a closer look at what they're saying. When this assist is activated, a mystery phantom's statement. Take a closer look. I guess I understand that. There's 3? Apex is cool. I know it's not.
Enough of your nonsense.
It's not even.
You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that. Someone who can replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him. He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse.
Really?
It would have been down at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
This is the truth.
This is the truth.
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train.
But all I'm saying is, how did he use one
It's
of those
Apex's
bodies
body from the
and
fifth
put
car.
them back before
He
I
and
managed
Zilch
to
are
get there?
nearly the same height. and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's!
Damn it! How could someone like you find the truth?
How did he put the body back? The shaking. Was that it? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's so many solution keys that haven't even been addressed yet, bro. I'm literally so confused right now. What a thrill!
Completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very
I
end.
gotta do this for every single crime, bro.
All
Every
right.
case? That's kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. What a thrill!
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the first and fifth cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
I told you that mud did not look burned with him,
Reusing
bro.
a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green.
How did he get the body back
We
there
gotta recycle everything in our day and age,
before I
so
got over there?
we gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
Without seeing, bro. Like, if he was running to the fifth one with the body, I should have caught him, right? Maybe it was the shaking, bro. Maybe he got on top of the car.
Zilch?
It's
Wait.
you.
I am not the culprit. I am a victim who is already killed. So, leave me alone!
Ah!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Zilch! Leave me alone!
You said the body in the first car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there.
Dang,
How is
bro,
the
it's
corpse
far.
transported from car 1 to car 5?
That's what I
It
said.
require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
That dude is gone, bro. Oh, he stopped. I can catch up. What a thrill. What the hell, bro? No. There's so much to this game. I mean, I'm not like complaining, but at the same time, wow. I'm looking directly at your cheeks. I was gonna say, expect me to
Where
just
did he run
choose
off to?
something?
Another mystery that needs to be solved. If he'd gone outside the train instead of through it, he could have passed us.
No, that's impossible.
Shut up, you murderer.
Impossible. 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 Impossible! 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 Impossible!
There's another one of you?
Ah! Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill him until there's only a
Oh,
sorry
boy.
slab of flesh left!
You're going down, buddy. Blackout and shaking, there it is.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think the corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The door's locked when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occur during the train's operation.
This is the truth!
That's not true. I refuse.
No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in Car 2 and Car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying? Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact. The shaking was the tunnel air pressure. There's nothing odd about that. It's all just a coincidence. It's impossible to include that in a criminal plot.
Come on!
No.
Forget the shaking and the blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Flash through this mystery.
It's not true.
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system. The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Hey! He ran away! Fleeing Phantom is a bad Phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom kill that mystery Phantom!
What is up with her and boom killing people, bro? I apologize if I'm not talking as much. I'm trying to figure out this case, bro. I'm lost, bro. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like,
You may know the cause of the
Huh?
blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have
probably an
attempted to stop
accident.
the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case,
Don't tell me you got something new up your sleeve.
I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
You finna cut my neck? Yep, there it is.
So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
It exploded?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor,
don't think hard here.
I better think hard too.
I'm not gonna fail.
The main control system failing. The blackout? The train shaking? Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook, the blackout... I don't get it.
What are you even saying, bro?
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was, it was strong enough to make the entire train shake. It caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now?
No, not at all, bro.
Then
I
it's
have
time to
no
combine our
clue.
powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Are you going back to the... Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready to play the
The main
Shinigami
control
puzzle?
system lost car when Carl was 80. D? I low-key don't know, bruh.
You can do it, Master!
I don't need a hint, bro. What? What kind of hint is that, bro? Carl was... What, bro? I'm running out of time! Somebody help me!
Twirling.
Thank you, bro. Whoop! Car 1 was, hammered? Derailed? T?
Wrong.
No? Okay. What? Oh, it's a letter. Bro, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead? Detriment? Detached. No! It's attached! It's attached, isn't it? The pain! I'm right there with you, bro. I can't believe that crap, bro. I didn't see the flowers, so I didn't know how long the word was. I didn't know words at all were coming to me, bro.
Master, you may know the...
The fail, if so...
So he must...
But so I don't...
Then...
But
But you're unsure exactly... I knew it wasn't block.
I can't believe that car, bro.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? That's right! Great!
Bro, I can't believe I figured it out last second. Bro.
Great!
That's low-key annoying.
Keep that up!
Oh. Crap, she's gonna hit it.
Great! Go, go, go!
Okay, but they said that they said that Pain should look amazing in that bikini every time, bro. So I guess he unhooked the car. But they said that even if it unhooks, they'll keep going. Cause they're all like
Could it be
automated.
that the first car was separated from the train?
But what was the reason to separate the cars?
Separated? What? Seriously?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now.
You don't believe me?
Master, I don't really get it.
Me.
What do you mean the first car was cut off?
It was
The
detached.
shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Right?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Watch out!
Another one?
There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
Cut
How
my
much
neck.
longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm gonna suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
Is he feeling that pain at all?
We need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this!
I'm assuming since it's a three-letter word, it
Play it
means
all
car,
out,
but I
Master.
don't even understand or can fathom what that actually means.
Let's work together as a team! That's right! Great! Keep that up!
What do you mean it was transported with the whole car, bro? Can I have like an animation of like what happened? Cause you lost me with that one, bro. You lost me with that one, buddy.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
transported the corpse with the entire car? Nonsense.
He evolved?
Shut
What are you, a great Saiyan man, bro?
The first car is at the front of the train. Aphex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
It's easy. If you look at the route map,
Don't be
there's like a
scared.
whole
Lots
like
of villains transform after they've been
detachment. There's
cornered.
like a separate way you could go. If you use that,
Calm down.
then you could have got the
Stay
first car to the
calm.
front.
Think. How could you swap the position?
I don't know how you
of
would've
the
got it back
first
though.
and fifth cars. If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all.
The route
How
car,
did it
the route
happen?
car, the route car, the route
That
map, the
reminds
route
me.
map.
Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout? The blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook two separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
I'm good, bro.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing. Because they're all wrong from the very beginning.
That's why the bed was burned. That's where he was originally killed. But when he brought the first car back to where the fifth one is, he just dropped off the body. And then he brought the first car back up to the front. I figured it out. Route map, that's what it is.
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around.
Hiya!
This is the truth! No!
You
At
stinking
that time, not
liar.
all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
That's why it opened, right? Wait.
First time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
But how would you have moved the first track, the first
Normally,
car
it's
back to
impossible
the
for a
front?
single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special.
We know because
The
I'm
system
so
will supply
lost right now.
electricity is programmed to
If
drive
it
the
was in a
train.
different order, then
But
when
all
he was
train
running
cars on the
through
train
the
have
entire
motors that run
train
on
tracks,
times.
he would have noticed something different.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its own. Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up.
No, I'm still confused,
No.
bro.
That's crazy.
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end,
Right?
which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the
You would've
sixth
noticed the
car,
difference.
but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh,
See, that's
you're
what I'm
right.
saying. He would have to move it back after
Do
dropping
you
it
get
off.
it? You're the one who's wrong.
I am right.
Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
We're back here again?
Look out!
Six? 4.
Tick tock, tick tock. Nice!
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, that still leaves me a little bit confused though.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with?
Okay. Listen to this. Listen to this. The reason why I'm confused right now is because I can understand that he fixed it to where he brought it to the end. But what I'm saying is, when he was back in the first car that ended up at the back, then it's like, they started, the police started coming in, and so I ran through that 5th car, which was actually the first one. I ran through the 4th one, which had the stuff, the sleeping rooms. I ran through the 3rd one, which was more sleeping rooms. Then I came across this 2nd, right? I came across this that diner, and then after I got through with the diner, I went across the first one again, because I remember passing that infirmary. You know what I mean? Which is why I don't understand. Because how could he, if it's only 4 and the first one reattached to the end, how could he have started there, ran all the way back to the front, and passed by the first car again? Unless that was just like an oversight in the animation from the developers. But like, I'm really unless I was just watching it wrong. But I really think he went from 5, 4, 3, 2 to 1. Because I remember him, it showed that one scene from the inside of the infirmary, of that burnt bed. He passed that door, and then he ran through the outside. So he ended in the last car before leaving, not the second one. Which is why I don't understand how he could be in the 5th one. That's the first one, and end back in the first one on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Unless I just completely misread everything and I'm very confused right now.
If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
No,
That's
no,
when Melanie
somebody.
said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
Bro, no. Okay. Somebody. I might actually end up doing it myself. But go and rewatch the part where I'm running away from the police. and tell me that he doesn't run through 5 different cars, bro. Cause he didn't end in the second car. Cause if the first one moved to the back, the last car he would have ran through would have been car 2, which was the diner. But the last car he ran through was an infirmary, which is why I'm saying that the way they set up the animation looked like there was 5 different cars, and it makes no sense how the first car was at the back and the front when he was running through all those, unless I just got lost while he was like getting chased and I didn't realize he only ran through 4. But somebody go and recheck that, because I really think there was like 5 cars in that animation. And someone comment down below and tell me for real, like, what am I tweaking? Were there 5 cars or were there really 4? Cause I'm so lost, bro. Cause I could have been sure he ran past the infirmary, then left outside, which wouldn't add up to what they're saying
You
here.
can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't
Like, somebody
open.
check that out, please, cause I'm losing my mind over it.
So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars.
Okay, that makes it okay.
So the car
I
one
thought
where
that
I
might
was
be the
knocked out
case. I
became
just
the
didn't get
5th car
like
at the
far
end of the
enough
line.
into the story for it to be explained. But yeah. Car where I was knocked out became his car at the end of the line. Wait, now I'm confusing him. Bro, what? Okay, so he was in the 5th one. And then they added... Okay. I get it. Okay, so yeah, I just didn't get far enough in the story for it to explain itself. But okay, I was right. So there were 5 cars in the animation. I knew I wasn't tripping, bro. I knew I wasn't tripping.
And when I was questioned by the peacekeepers, the car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
I mean, we've been knew that.
Or you can assume that the peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other car 1. If there was another car 1, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that right? Zilch?
But why? What did I do, bro?
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
I hope there's no recap like there is in Danganronpa, bro. Those things be mad long and mad annoying, bro.
That was a pretty solid deduction.
Thank you. Pretty good if I do
Very
say so
impressive.
myself.
Of me for seeing your potential.
Okay, bro.
It's
You-
so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right.
Right.
Everything feels different here.
This is just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the first car look like the fifth was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that? What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
And how do I do that?
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Nah, bro. I've come too far.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
What the crap? This is little OD. Y'all doing too much on me. Alrighty then. Goes crazy. 'Cause, like, for them, it's like, for like people in real life, I'm basically
Gary's tutorial corner!
figuring everything out in the case, like in a matter of like split second out of nowhere, bro. It's like, I don't know what happened. I know what happened. So basically, to overcome the last stand of defense and tear through the obstacles, mega-sized great on-set destroyer. Okay, she's fat.
Do this, Master!
And her titties just jiggling, bro.
Oh, oh!
Iron ball. Blast the gigantic iron balls. Balls? Blast away the gigantic iron balls released from Phantom Fortresses with a corresponding kick. So kick the balls.
No one can stop me!
Obstacle closes in, screen slows down, press the button to attack.
What?
Missing the input means failure and taking damage. Be careful.
I won't let you have the truth.
I see.
Destroy huge walls when they are settling with corresponding tackle. You're tackling the wall? Again, when the screen slows down, press the button to attack.
Blech.
And again, missing the dummy from earlier. Try not to take damage.
Go away! Give up and scram!
I see.
Jump to avoid thorns that suddenly appear from the ground.
Easy peasy.
When your screen slows down, press the jump button to jump. B. Okay, so it's moving down. Okay.
Watch out.
Be careful here because missing is probably taking damage.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away!
Lucky, I'm forgetting the controls already.
Don't come any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
Yo, check.
There are obstacles that even me can't destroy without a solution key.
Come on, hurry up and decide.
Open up the solution key window. Pick a key that contradicts the fairytale statement and boom slash it with Master's solution goal. Solution key window.
Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
Let's just go with this, because why not?
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Nice, we broke through.
No, there are traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5. The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made
Look at her
extra
bucket,
sure
bro.
it was
The
burned beyond
jiggle physics
recognition.
are on point. Much is jiggling back from. I'm back.
That's nonsense! I burned the plate to disguise it? No! I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Wait! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned! But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
There is proof! The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in Car 5! The culprit probably didn't notice it. But I remember. It's my blood.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass.
Did you just lie?
When I reached through to unlock the latch, I must have gotten
no, I
blood on
remember.
it. But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
Please, I gotta hurry up and finish this. I don't want my laptop breaking down again. I mean, once I do this, I'll probably take like a short break and then get back to it. I love this game.
I'm not done yet!
Wrap it up.
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already!
For real.
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the 5th car, but the culprit wasn't there.
I can't believe there's more. That should have
The
been it.
culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
I checked the restroom. It wasn't in there. Really interesting.
Here! The culprit was hiding inside the main control room, which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the 2nd track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me. No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work! I'd call that a critical hit! He seems like he's barely standing. All that's left is to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Boom, kill him, bro.
Shove all your evidence into the solution blade
No.
and slash as hard as you can.
Give me a recap. Please tell me it's just a cutscene. Nope. It's just a cutscene. God dang it. Who knows? Maybe they'll make the recap funny. Nope.
Time to expose this crime. The cheats and everything. The correct answer somewhere inside your head, Master. This could be the clincher. There's only one truth.
This is happening? How do I split? I can't just like. started taking charge from the beginning, bro.
Step right up, step right up! 5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement!
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanaiwar. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
But if he had kept snoozing, he
When the
would
train
have
started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
Not that the culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill. But it was actually the drug.
This
do drugs,
thought
Lee.
yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a dead god, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to find me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I'd left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then, they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse! And here I thought chivalry was dead! What a gentleman! I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing!
I caught a glimpse of Zelch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zelch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must be why they picked a time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time. Huh. They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached Car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in the wheels? Take a guess.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate
Did you say
track,
her
the
blouse
culprit
was
went to
jiggling,
work,
bro?
preparing to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
What about the jiggling?
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor, and the necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
At this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached Car 4. Now behind Car 4, that car became Car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in Car 1, attached it to the back of Car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook Car 1 for Car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in Car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize it was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from Car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Using a dead body? Oh, this is a hysterically brilliant idea!
When the train arrived in Conway, it connected to a different, prearranged Car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it. That really turns me on.
You mean pisses me off, right?
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised Car 1. And waited for the peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death. tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than...
The furry.
Zilch Alexander!
It was you! This is the truth I've uncovered! Is that it?
Please tell me this, bro.
What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for the main event! Here we go! It's my time to shine!
What are you doing?
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! To the final mystery labyrinth!
Am I back in the real world? I am. Hey guys, so I figured it all out in the span of like, a millisecond.
What?
But it's alright, right?
We're back?
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken yet. The Peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh?
Listen, Fatso.
Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
Wait! I know who the culprit is!
What?
It's
What in there,
Zilch!
Pally?
He's still alive. He framed me.
How does he know that?
What are you talking about? He's already dead!
Huh? But...
Shut up! This is not up for discussion! What a waste of time! Take him away!
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here! You're so cute when you panic, so why head to enjoy the view for a bit?
Oh my gosh, you unreliable.
Stop playing
my
around!
goodness.
Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down shouldn't be a problem. Take him away! What? He's dead?
Looks like it's over.
Huh?
Wait, she really boom killed him?
What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
Oh, snap. We really out here
There's
killing
always a
folks.
price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't tell me.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail.
It doesn't really solve anything. They can still
You're
frame
now
me for
innocent
it.
and free to
Nobody's
go,
actually
Master.
dead.
A happy ending. Roll credits!
You dumb?
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so.
Ah!
If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What?
What? No, never.
You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now!
Definitely.
You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu
Okay, so basically this game
Corporation!
is just me trying to frame me
I
for
didn't
the
mean...
entire game. And me figuring out who the real culprit
Hey,
is.
don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it! You're under arrest! Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either! Take him away!
No, wait! Hold on! Hold on just a second!
Figured
Hey,
something
excuse
out.
me. Do you have a minute?
You!
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything that causes unnecessary tension.
I was just about to say, if like
Falsifying
Corporate
evidence
matches
and
those
testimonies
here,
is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right?
am I just gonna be the only match I get
It's
to do?
tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
This guy just arrived here and is already more useful than this so-called contract.
Let's go!
Thank goodness that worked out.
Who is he?
Beats me?
Hey,
Come on now, no wonder off.
Say,
Yeah.
Smokey finna book it too. Room for you meddling kids.
well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocohead, right?
Why do you know my name?
I am. And you are?
Let me guess. Something really dumb sounding. Like Fruity Fropper Flopper.
I'm Yako Furio.
That's literally the same thing I just said. They both start with an F, bro.
I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency,
What is this?
and the only detective agency in Kanai Ward. My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the Peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man.
He's better than you.
Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract.
Did I just say?
It'd be
my forte
terrible
allows
if
me
you
to
broke
figure-
this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
It's kind of cool. So.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right.
Basically, I was using my forte to know. Wait, I still want to know why he was able to sense the other's forte. I don't think that necessarily speaking had anything to do with.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
she was
It
honest.
took a while to get through all the proceedings.
How come he can.
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices such as cell phones are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Maybe if they would stop antagonizing
right.
the detectives wouldn't think there's something wrong.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters.
That's what I'm saying. You're making
I even
yourself
caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
A hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they entered Kanai Ward. The result of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise. You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform. With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're
Shut
so
up.
lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Gosh, get off your eye horse.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the Peacekeepers any ideas.
Now I'm so confused by the last what they just said. I don't even know how to take it.
It's raining.
Hey, you're right.
Wow, Captain Obvious. How did you deduce that one?
Who's that guy?
I'll be another detective, and y'all missed him.
Beats me.
Massacre on the Amaterasu Express. And that was only chapter 0. That's kind of crazy.
I see.
Once the culprit is boom killed, you'll get rewarded based on how well your master did inside. Let me see.
Are you gonna remember
You get
all of
a
this?
reward for each overall between SS and C. Not only do you get a reward rating, you receive rating below it, so try shooting for the top. I didn't do too bad. I mean, there's a couple of places where I was like failing. See, SS. I'm saying Judgment SS. RDM SS. Ooh. I mean, that's just fine. I would have been fine with a B, to be honest. Dang, I ranked up 2 times? Nice. First is chapter 0, then is prologue. When do we get to like the technical actual game, bro? Chapter 1.
There's a place I want to show you. It's the best spot to learn about this town. Hey, relax. Don't be so nervous.
Sure.
I'm just waiting for a place where I can like walk. Basically, when the cutscenes are finished, I'm gonna end the stream.
Come on, this way.
Please let me walk here. I can walk. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it here on this abandoned building rooftop. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you watched the first 7-hour stream, so you're not just like wondering what happened and how'd I get here. But yeah, I'm going to try and edit this for YouTube somehow. I don't even know. But thank you for watching. Come back next time for more. I'm gonna probably be playing this like later tonight again, so just tune in then, I guess. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Detective Ken is out.